grandma Dot, who was soror, a member of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated, God rest her soul, used to tell us the story when we were little kids about how black people were not allowed to have nice cars back in the day. It didn't really dawn on me that much, or I didn't really internalize it, but I would often sometimes wonder in my mind, in the back of my head, what does she mean by that? After all, some blacks in Miami did have nice cars. For example, in this photo, courtesy of well-renowned historian Dr. Marvin Dunn, we see Rebecca Dorsey posing lively on Dana A. Dorsey, her husband's car, a black LaSalle. Dana A. Dorsey, if you don't know by now, was Miami's first black millionaire. He actually had a chauffeur that would drive him around between Miami and Broward County to collect rent from all his tenants. But even at some point, Dana A. Dorsey's status as a well-known real estate mogul didn't matter. On his way to Broward, there was this one white cop that would always nag him and annoy him to prove that he owned the car. Well, Brother Dorsey got tired of that, and according to Dorsey's daughter, one day he made her take off school so that he, Dorsey, could gather all the receipts showing that he paid taxes, a large sum of taxes, in Broward County. He brought these papers to a Broward County judge, and that cop never, although he saw the cop never bothered him again. In this photo, we see the car of Brother Dr. William Augustus Chapman actually parked in his driveway. And if you recall from the last videos that were done, Brother Dr. William Augustus Chapman was the first black doctor in Florida to be recognized by the Florida Board of Health. Brother Dr. William Chapman likely utilized his vehicle for house calls, as he was, of course, a doctor, to take care of his patients in colored Miami. Wilhelmina, Dr. William Chapman's daughter, said, "That wasn't anything unusual. Doctors did that in those days." Aside from being the humble and very intelligent, wise doctor that he was, Brother Dr. Chapman would also travel along the state of Florida, from the very north to the very south, to educate the black community about transmittable diseases and how to protect themselves. Now here we see a car parked in the entrance of the historic Lincoln Memorial Cemetery around the 1930s and 1940s. And it is my belief that this car belonged to Brother Kelsey Leroy Pharr, who was not only the first black licensed embalmer in South Florida, but the owner and founder of the Lincoln Memorial Cemetery, which of course is the segregated graveyard where blacks are buried. I didn't know that funeral homes in those days, being the 1930s, 40s, and 50s or so, were utilized as ambulance services as well. Brother Kelsey Leroy Pharr owned and operated the first black-owned ambulance service in Colortown. The question is this: did he use his hearse, or what did he use to transport people around? I'll acquire that information and get back to you. But I can tell you, if he used the hearses that he had, it made sense because they needed an efficient way to transport whoever was sick from point A to point B. Not only transport the sickly individual, but also have medical supplies in that particular vehicle, and also hands-on help, being a nurse or a paramedic, to help the individual be comfortable and safe on the way to getting surgery or getting the medical help that they needed. Now here's an excerpt from a 1949 edition of the Miami Times, which of course was the black newspaper for South Florida, founded by Brother Henry Reeves. This excerpt is a gratitude to Brother Pharr for his ambulance service, and it reads, "The Faulkner family and friends wish to thank the Pharr Funeral Home for the use of its ambulance and its courteous attendance for services during her illness." Black-owned vehicles owned by prominent black men in colored Miami were not only used to collect rent, were not only used to talk about transmittable diseases and how to get cured from them or stay away from them, and was not only used for ambulance services, they were also used to show resilience. Now, I don't have a picture of Brother Dr. John R. Scott's car, but hear me out in this story. Dr. John R. Scott refused to let racial prejudice to kill his dreams. He apparently decided he would drive his automobile down Flagler Street, Miami's main avenue, which at the time was a place where people of his race were not welcomed. For his trouble, Scott was stoned all the way back across the tracks into Overtown. From my grandmother's perception, black people were not allowed to have nice cars back in the day. But I'm grateful for the men in her time when she was a child who were grown men who were resilient enough to have a car to mobilize colored Miami. Thanks for watching, and thanks for letting me share.